NCBA is a grassroots organization led by producers who volunteer their time and effort to ensure the beef business remains strong and sustainable. We're pleased to have with us Buck Wehrbein, a longtime volunteer leader from Nebraska. Buck, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and your operation there in Nebraska.
I operate a feedlot in eastern Nebraska, just west of Omaha, and have been there 24 years, I guess, and was in Texas for 20 years before that in feedlots. And so been cattle feeding for a long time, and got involved in Nebraska Cattlemen, Texas cattle feeders before that, and now NCBA. So it's been a enjoyment for me to serve and a great industry that we all love to be in.
As a cattle feeder, of course, you'll remember a time when each state had a separate cattle feeding organization, like Texas Cattle Feeders as an example. Why is it so important to have one organization like NCBA representing all segments of the industry?
Well, Texas Cattle Feeders, organizations like that, they're strong because everybody's in the same game and looking at things the same way. What's good about being more disparate and having the entire industry involved is you've got all the different segments that can get together and form policy that is beneficial to everyone. And so that's a very big strength of NCBA.
Now, you've been chair of the policy division, is that right? Mm-hmm. Tell folks just a little bit about the policy division and how policy is created from the grassroots level up through NCBA.
So we have a committee structure with chairs and vice chairs, and then people from all over the country that serve on the committees. And I can tell you from long experience that the staff and the leadership of NCBA don't do anything that doesn't come out of the policy booklet, which is formed by members. So it truly is a grassroots organization. And that, once again, that is a strength. You have to be patient. It takes time, right, getting people together and whatnot, but it really works well and serves I think serves the cattle industry very well.
I agree. You've also been chair of the Federation of State Beef Councils. Tell folks just a little bit about why the Federation is so critically important to our efforts in the beef industry.
Right, well, the checkoff, everybody pays that, and so while it's not enough money in today's dollars, it's still a lot of money. And so the people that administer that are actual producers, like the committee structure on the policy side. And once again, all of that follows the long-range plan, which is created by producers. And so nothing is done on the checkoff side that does not follow that long-range plan. And each state beef council has their own agenda and so forth that works for their state. And then many send money to the Federation, so we can pool that together and work with the money from the CBB that gets half, and then Federation, the money that they get, so that they can do bigger things that any individual state can't do.
In and of themselves.
Exactly.
One last question for you. Obviously, you've been involved in volunteer leadership positions your entire career. What would you tell the younger folks out there who say, I've got my business to run, I've got kids to chase around to volleyball and football, I'm busy. Why is it so important to volunteer your time to organizations like you have throughout your career?
Well, that's sort of a calling. If you believe in our business and you believe that it's important that producers run it, somebody has to do that. And so if you It takes a desire to serve, it takes a willingness to serve, and there's great reward in it. There's some, you give up some things in order to do it, but it needs to be done, and so we need quality people, and I'm happy to say that there are a lot of quality people in this business. And so I would just encourage, if you feel led to serve like that, then to get involved.
And we thank you for following your calling, Buck. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
You can support the work being done for the beef industry by becoming a member of NCBA. It's easy to do. Just call 866-233-3872, or you can visit the website ncba.org.